here, live and direct, coming to you from La Jolla Mountain. Here with the brother Mark, good brother of mine, also good member of the church, and it's an honor to have you here, brother. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here, bro.
Get this medicine going.
Yeah, dude, I'm just grateful to be back, man. Just remembering back to the first time when we linked up. When was that? Last year?
Yeah, last year. I'd say about October 2020.
Yeah. It was cool, man, because we just the energy's just real good, as soon as we linked up, it felt really good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remember the first time Brother Carlos, he was just like, hey, I'm going to have, a couple veterans come by, and we're going to have a good ceremony, good group of bros. And, I really wasn't knowing what to expect. I wasn't really, didn't really know other than when we talked, when we discussed on the phone and whatnot, and what was going on. And so after that night, it was a beautiful experience. It was an honor to, actually have a good group of veterans, good group of brothers that came through. And then, to find out that you were local, it was pretty cool, because at first, I didn't know how close you lived, up until about the second time when you came over. And then I was like, hey, we can really start networking, and sure enough, we did. We started setting up more ceremonies, started coming over, doing more sweats. And, it's just beautiful to see people's growth, because I was always talking to the brother Kadeem the other day. I was like, I love to see, every person that comes here, I like to see... need to get a filter, hey?
Yeah.
But I like to see the growth and everybody that's come here. I always see, how people change, and it's beautiful to see you change, brother. It's cool to see just your intake, on wanting to be more submerged, and just nature, and I know you've always been a nature brother. I know I was talking to you and, having talks with you on the side, about how, you've always grown up and been in the forest, but I really like now, just as an older man and someone who comes from that, to see you really engage in that, starting Guardian Grange and wanting to get back to the earth and, basically use Mother Earth to do good shit, whether it's grow good food, create spaces for, veterans to show up and help and, create, opportunities for them to heal, or even just to be around, like-minded veterans and, just shoot the shit or, get good shit done, and I'm honored to be working with you and, to see you doing that from the beginning. I know when we were talking about it, in the beginning, and then, to see come full swing, even even just having Dr. Bronner, sponsor when we made the call, talked with him, got them on board and then had them sponsor you. It's an honor, man, and I'm just real thankful that I see other people wanting to do good things and wanting to be better, just better overall. So, I'd like to hear a little bit more what you have going on right now as far as Guardian Grange.
Yeah.
How's that looking for you right now?
Yeah, it's looking good. I mean, we've built a pretty strong network, from San Diego up through San Fran, between, all of our crew that we've accumulated along the way. But we recently partnered up with a property in Bolinas. We're going to be working with another nonprofit, Xerxes, and the person who owns the land to repair natural habitat for the monarch butterflies, which have got, pollinators that are important, and they got just decimated. So bringing them back is good for the natural environment, and also probably going to put some sheep on there and do some berries,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a first seed that's sprouting up. And then we had a couple other projects we're working on east of San Francisco and more down south, in Ojai area. But some of them are just taking a little bit, their own timeline to come to fruition and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And, I'm still looking forward to offering my assistance when things get more built. Definitely looking forward to going up to your area and checking out the land. Maybe even building a sweat up there. Getting some things going and just looking forward to building, man. Because as far as doing this work, I've loved to just see the community that the church has built, the community that we built personally. The bros you brought, the veterans you brought here, and I'm just honored to continue to do this work. And just for those who don't know, my brother here, Mark, is he's a combat veteran, and just like for him to share a little more, just because myself, I don't ever like to talk about other people's things that they do, and I like for them to explain more about who they are. So I'd like you to share a little bit about that. As
For sure, yeah. So I was a former Navy SEAL. When I got out of high school, it's basically just what I did, what I went to do. So I did that for about 7 years. Went to Iraq a couple times, and then decided to get out and kind of wander about in the civilian world, And through that, eventually, I started a tech company with a buddy that's still kind of going on and growing nicely, and should sell in a bit, hopefully. It's on the path to. But other than that, I moved into like floating around jobs and not really finding any passion in any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So did stuff like buying and selling cars on Craigslist, and then I'd do a contract like overseas every once in a while, and just kind of figured my shit out, so to speak, and eventually that led me to the world of mushrooms. So my buddy had asked me, "Hey man, you ever do any mushrooms?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And at that time, I had a history of partying pretty hard, for sure. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And we ate some mushrooms, just a little handful. So as soon as started feeling that energy of the mushroom, I felt really familiar. It felt very, very just brought me back to when I was a kid in the forest, and just feeling that way, but more inexplainable, and I knew there was some real magic to that. And so from that moment on, I just started learning everything about the mushroom, growing the mushroom and all that stuff, and just seeing how it works, and everything from oysters, shiitakes, all the
good stuff,
the gourmet ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's just really cool to it pulls you into the life cycle of the earth through the soil, because that's what the mushroom is a communicator through the forests and the plains, everywhere with healthy soil. And it's kind of pulled me deeper into just learning about nature, and then in the world of plant medicine came into my life through that route. And that's where I'd gotten invited to an ayahuasca ceremony, and that again just opened not my mind, I wouldn't say, but a combination of my mind and my heart to understanding things in a way that I maybe kind of knew them before or thought I did, but then understanding it in a totally different way.
Yeah.
And that stuff allowed me to see the healing power of many different just natural medicines that come from the earth, and how they specifically help the veterans, our bros who are coming in. And there's been a lot of suicide is no secret or in the community, and those effects and alcohol and things of that nature come about. And this is a way for people to see a reflection of themselves at a really deep level, and to take ownership of all the things in their life, how it is and why it is, and ultimately, where responsibility lies, and other things. That's not all that happens, but it's some really good beneficial things come about, in these reflections is what I like to call them.
Yeah, definitely. As you being a combat veteran, and things you've been through, overseas and whatnot, how would you say, psychedelic assist therapy, and these medicines and whatnot, and these ceremonies could potentially help veterans, that are going through, traumatic, events that have happened in their past or currently right now.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to clear your mind, in a way that allows a deep reflection, crystal clear of yourself and where you're at, and that you have value. You know what I mean? You can feel a real connection to a community of people, because that's as much of what this work is like being in a strong community. But being around a good community and doing deep work with nature really just gets you tuned up, to a feeling of like when you were a kid, maybe like that passion for life that you had. And if you didn't, if you do, great. But if you didn't, like a lot of people don't have that same passion as a child, like wandering around through nature. Like if that's what it gave me back at the end of the day, is like a true, like, love affair with nature, like passionate about it. Like I respect it, and I just really want to push like the good side of humanity, the innovation creation side, in a balanced way with how nature is, and to create like systems that really work, whether it's through permaculture, regenerative agriculture, to like keep systems locally sustainable and regenerative, so they're not dependent on agricultural, big ag farming and all that stuff to move our food around. Our community should be able to basically feed themselves.
Definitely, that's a powerful thing, and that's something that we all need. And to see you be doing that work and wanting to strive to bring food and community and medicine to people, it's honorable. Hey, here come the helicopters. They're coming. They fly over every week, every day. So, but no, let's wait till they pass real quick. Woods are a little patchy, but they're hitting. But yeah, these helicopters be flying over all the time. Something that we deal with all the time, whether I'm sweating, whether I'm in the Wamkish, or just playing with my kids. That's how it always goes. Even 2, 1 in the morning, I'll also be rattling. Hear these guys flying all low. But back to the discussion, I had another question that I wanted to talk to you, just considering, because I don't, like I said, I'm not a vet, I don't understand the VA or anything of that nature. But as far as the work we're doing, I'm not trying to sit here and say what we do is a cure-all, or it is, but with the community and people we have, whether it's food, medicine, water, ceremony, how do you take on, as far as what we're doing, like, how do you see ourselves being, like, an alternative motive to helping communities, whether it's vets, or just people in general? Because, when I see us getting to where we're going to get, I see us doing far more great things in the VA in terms of offering, like, honest help in communities and models for people to really get healing, and not necessarily be like, hey, take this, or here's that, or hey, you're crazy, or here, you're this or that, And so that's kind of what I wanted to ask, as far as, like, how you see psychedelic assisted therapy and just overall nature-based communities. How do you see that playing its part out as far as the healing modality for the people?
Yeah, I see it playing out, ideally in a very natural way that kind of unfolds out of the communities that already exist, and the informations and the traditions that exist too, and kind of like recognizing that.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Because, the way I see it, I mean, you obviously see it too. All the people out there, creating these healing, modalities, and speaking about, sacred plant medicine and healing. And don't get me wrong, I don't know anything other than what I know. But as far as the authenticity and honesty, I just want to continue to keep that here at the church. I want to continue to strive for that because, as you and I both know, as me, talking to you as my bro, I've been caught up in the past and the stuff that's happened to me. And, I've learned too that that's also halted me. That's also halted me and prevented me from creating good ideas, creating, newer outlooks on things instead of just getting over it. I'm just stuck there like, oh, why? And now it's just like, hey, what, forget that. We're good people. We're healing people. We're working with honest people, working with vets, non-veterans. And, I just see this continuing to grow. We're going to have that Womkish talking circle soon. And I'm looking forward to that, But at the end of the day, I just want to continue to strive and, keep doing good and keep getting a pipeline of veterans too, because as far as I see it, veterans are for some reason, the veterans are really hungry for this healing right now, and I don't blame them. There's a lot of things in the veteran community, a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt, a lot of things that people need help with healing that the VA and society really isn't giving to them. And so I think what we're doing is great. I think what you're doing is great, and whatever I can do to help, I'm here. And just let me know because I'm ready to continue to kick an ass.
Yeah, I feel like getting on some food like production down here or whatever, or some project here that we can like put some like real effort into. Like
yeah,
a specific,
definitely. I want to get a tractor and I want to clear all this, and then even down here, so it's like we can definitely get even up there. We can start growing. Like I just tell even on this side back here, there's a whole bunch of space we can start working with, and I think as long as we include the community, my family, I don't think they're gonna really matter because I grew on that side last year, and they didn't say anything to me. So I think if we present it right and start doing more events, because I want to start doing some events like just community events, just like I did the food drive, but kind of like a let's just say like I did catering or just community speaking, and just have some people there. Some other people, and then we'll do like little talks and speaks just to let people know like, what we've been through, what we've seen, and how we can see it in relation to helping the community and helping us as a people. And I think it'd be good, because right now, I think everyone, for majority here, they know what I do. I'm not going to say they love what I do, but I think they respect it and they understand it because I haven't got no slack from anybody. I haven't had someone come and be like, hey, stop that shit, and so overall, everything's going good, and I just want to continue to make it good because we're really pushing it. The way I see it, we may not be doing all these other things that people are doing, but we're doing the work. We're literally just taking medicine and seeing what Creator Mother Earth has to tell us. Because we've been so dormant for so long, and that's one thing that I think is happening. It's just that human beings are like one of the ones that are they're kind of late to the natural party. They're kind of late to like what the bees know, or the wind, or the trees, or the everything else understands. But it's like now the humans are really catching up, and realizing that we're a part of it too, and we need to take care of it. And I definitely think what we're doing is helping that, because it's putting you right into the heart. Just like today I had a podcast, and one of the guys, he was like, well, what's the Womkish? He's like, explain to me, what the Womkish is. And I was like, well, it's like the circle of life. I was like, you're born in there. Your puberty rights, you're married and you're cremated. I was like, so when you're in there, I was like, that's life and death right there. I was like, so when you take the medicine, I was like, it's just gonna show you life and death. I was like, it's gonna show you life and death in there. And I was like, that's what life and death is about. Life and death is about everything that goes on in there, whether it's happy, sad, joyful, anxiety, scary. It's like, that's life. Life is all that wrapped in one, one whole experience. And it's like, so it's the Womkish. It's like you want to taste of life, like go in there, take a big dose, and if you don't flip out or lose it, chances are you're going to come out having a little bit deeper understanding of life, and at least if not, like you're going to definitely get something out of it, because the amount of people I've seen here, every person has told me the change and how they've been going through things and how they feel better, you know. And so I'm just thankful for that, because just ready to do more, you know, ready to offer more and help more people, because I think these guys are all lying out there. And I say that humbly. I don't say that like loosely, disrespectfully. I say that humbly, because like I could be fucking being loose with my shit, and I don't mean like throwing it out there. I mean like marketing the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why I say like humbly, like just not doing good out there with these guys. And that's another reason why I get so pissed. You know, people can be like, oh, you know, you're just the angry Indian, or you look angry. And it's like, nah, like I want to collaborate. I want to collaborate because there's people dying. There's people not right. There's people hurting themselves, hurting their family, hurting loved ones, you know. And it's like the more and more people bounce around these egos and falsified bases of platform from where they're speaking, it's like it's annoying to me, because it's like, dude, like what more do you need to help people? Like we're doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're doing it. Like if someone was like, hey, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna heal you, but I'm gonna sit here and say like, come here, come take this medicine, come try it out. And chances are they're gonna get what they need. And that's where like I'm annoyed with this whole psychedelic community, because it's like, you guys don't want to work in progress. Like you guys don't want to progress with the work. You guys don't want to progressively learn. And it's like, you guys don't have to back off me. You guys have more knowledge than me. You guys have all the science tech and all the fucking scientists and the doctors. Like, y'all are smarter than me in reality. So that's where I get so pissed at some of these things. And I'm just like, wake the fuck up, psychedelic world. Like, if we're not here to help, then what the fuck we doing? Because I'm here to help. Like, where y'all at? You know. And that's why I'm getting tired of like all these like people talking. It's like, put the fucking stats out there then. Put the stats out there, put the stories, put the testimonies. That's why I want to do these podcasts and continue the Womkis circle, because it's like, fuck that. Like, someone's going to put it out there. We're going to put it out there because we're doing it. Like, dude, the people we have here, we have SEALs, we have Army, we have Air Force, we have Navy, Marines, natives, non-natives. Like, we've had them here. And, like, for me, like, there's no fucking barriers here. There's not, oh, you don't make enough money, or you can't pay for it, you can't make it, or you don't fit our program, you don't fit our protocol. No, it's none of that, you know. So that's why I'm just at this point of like, just do this shit, you know. Fuck everyone. If they want to continue to be whack, so be it, you know. They want to market it, so be it. And those who get healing from them, all to you. I ain't gonna fucking talk shit about your healing. If you get healing from them, cool, come here. You know. So that's kind of like where I'm at, you know, and I'm just like ready to move. And I've been. That's why I love what we're doing, you know. That's why I wanted to like make this video even with you, because it's like you've been here with me, you know. Not saying from the beginning, but as far as now, since shit got hard and shit got difficult for me, and like the amount of stress I've been going through and anxieties and like pressures I've been going through from being like who I am in this movement, it's like, and I thank you for that, you know. And I thank you for like writing out the medicine with me, even though like I know you've been going through shit too, and I know things have been hard for you in certain areas, and like I appreciate that, because like all these other motherfuckers just duck and dodge and shoot me texts of they'll be here and they'll show up, and it's like, nah, you ain't ever showed up yet, you know. So it's like, thank you for showing up, brother, and thank you for being here for not only yourself and, you know, Creator Mother Earth, but thank you for being a bro, you know, because shit's hard and I've had a lot of down days, and I'm tired of that shit, because we do good shit here, and we have people who fucking get healing here, people who've done shit for this country, people who've seen people die, everything, you know, including you. And I say that respectfully, because it's like, fuck, these people don't even get it. They're just like, hey, let me use this person for marketing, let me use them for my poster boy, you know, let me use them for my shit. It's like, where's it at?
Yeah, this is definitely I like how you put it. It's like a dose of reality, you know, reality concentrate. That's kind of what this is, for lack of better words, because there's not enough words to do it justice.
Yeah,
know?
dude, I don't even know where to begin and how to explain a night in the Womkish other than the human things we go through, you know, whether it's someone saying this or someone doing that. It's like, but other than the feelings and the visuals, it's like, you can't even. It's like undescribable. And to even do it, I feel like would dilute your own experience or your own sacredness to it, because it's like, why are you trying to explain something sacred that was given to you to learn, you know? And what is to share. But if it's sacred and is meant for you to learn and build, then keep that for you. That was meant for you. Like, God showed that for you for a reason, you know. God gave you that for a reason. I didn't see or hear that, so it's like God showed you for a reason. God opened you up for a reason, you know. And that's what I want people to realize. It's like, you know, God's bringing us here, just like God brought me here. You know, He's bringing other people here, and maybe mushrooms is just that accelerator to bypass all the gunk that we've been through. Because at the end of the day, if we try to find God ourselves through man, it's so gunky, you know. But you take that medicine straight from this earth, and it's like, Mother Earth ain't gonna lie to you. Shit, if anything, she'll leave you in the cold dark while you're screaming, you know. Then you know, that's why I like that Womkish, because even though it kind of sucks, it's like sometimes you gotta go through the suck, and you know that.
Yeah,
that's training as a SEAL. It's like, gotta embrace the suck, the shit, and it's like, that's how I feel in there, you know. Like, I know I suck at things in my life, but when I go in there, I'm just like, fuck it, it's just business. I gotta fucking hold ground, or I either gotta sit up or like die trying, you know. Like, that's the only way I'm gonna go down, is fucking I go down. But if not, then I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna do what I need to do, because like, my ancestors have done it before me. People have done it in worser conditions, and fuck, I got it like a comfortable, you know. So that's why for me, I try to give myself little strengths to boast through, because it is hard in there. Fuck, you know, it's not easy. And for someone to say it's easy in there, it's like, you're lying. Like, you're not accepting reality, because reality is hard and it's not easy, and it shouldn't be, you know. That's why I get mad when people try to like quantify things in the Womkish, because it's like, why do you need to quantify it? Like, just be in the moment, because being in the moment is more real than you trying to quantify it. Because you can quantify it, but that's going to take away from you being in the moment, because you're going to be so focused on trying to quantify it instead of being in the exact moment and getting what you need to get. And to me, it's like, you can try to quantify it when you're in your bathroom, you're taking a shit. Like, you can try to quantify it when you're in your bed. Like, you can quantify when you're fucking driving to go get a soda at the store, or go get, like, there's so many more days to quantify reality. Why have to do it at that moment, you know? That's why I get so annoyed at people, because I'm like, dude, like, just be in the moment. Like, you have so much time to like integrate and decompress and just be like, all right, that was a lot. I may not remember it, but it starts to come back. And if it doesn't come back, to me, it's like, keep coming back, you know? Because fuck, how many times, you know, just like the last two ceremonies, and I'm like, I'm done, Mark. I'm done. Like, no, fuck no, I ain't done. I ain't come this far, get this far with this medicine to just quit. It's like, nah, man. And that's why I'm glad I got a team now, because I'm ready, man. I've been going through my shit, you know. I've been taking my lumps, you know, whatever. But now I'm gonna have a team, and just gonna go for it, man. And I want to help people, and you know, I'm glad you're one of the people that I've helped, you know. And thank you for helping me, because like I said, shit's rough, you know. And there's many times where you just showed up, whether it's us just barbecuing, chilling, you know, having a sweat, whatever, man. It's like, you've helped me a lot in those times, and I just want to say thank you. So appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. And I just want to say also, you know, ever since the first day, like, for real, like, every time I get invited, I feel honored, and I respect you for that continued invitation. And I would just like to, you know, reflect like that respect. You know, if you do get invited, it's, you know, it's coming from a high respectful place, and it's a high respect to show up. So that's why I continue to show up, and fucking love you, brother.
Love you too, brother. And thank you guys for tuning in. This is just a little episode. It wasn't necessarily planned or written down. We're just talking and, you know, expressing a couple things. And these podcasts will get better as we continue. But Yeah, this is our second one. Here with the brother Mark. Here with me, myself, Shane Norte, the guy on the hill. Hey, I'm just kidding. But thank you guys for being here. And tune in next time for our next episode. And thank y'all.